Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan were both superstars. Both are widely regarded as two of the greatest basketball players in NBA history. Both led their teams to championships. Both were named MVP and All-Star multiple times. Both are Hall of Fame players. But Bryant, the Black Mamba, and Duncan, the Big Fundamental, had very different styles of play. They also had very different ways of interacting with their teammates, their coaches, and their fans. There were different types of superstar leaders. Bryant was legendary for his dazzling, high-scoring play and his off-court celebrity. He led the franchise to many successful seasons, but his superstar leadership style also cost the organization a lot. As a team member, Kobe was notoriously intense, yelling during practice and bullying teammates to play through injuries. Some players felt inspired by the standard that Bryant set, while other top talent left the Lakers or refused to sign there because they felt Bryant created a toxic culture. Duncan, in contrast, was a different kind of leader. Nicknamed the Big Fundamental for his simple and effective play, he also led his team, the Spurs, to multiple championships. His teammates thought highly of him. Former teammate Steve Kerr, who now coaches the Warriors, who also played with equally bullying Michael Jordan, who literally punched Steve Kerr in the face during training camp, who then went to San Antonio to play with Duncan, said this. He said, "Tim is a fierce competitor, but that didn't stop him from being a genuinely nice guy." When Duncan joined the Spurs at the end of David Robinson's career, Duncan worked closely with Robinson, adjusting his style of play to complement Robinson's skills. This allowed the Twin Towers, as they were called, to net 2 championships together. Duncan didn't go for individual glory. He adjusted himself and did everything he could to empower his team to glory. Duncan led from within, from the trenches. He boxed out so that others could get rebounds. He handled the routine defensive boards and inbounded the ball so that his team could get up the court. He set screens so that shooters could get open. He functioned as the trailer to reverse the ball and to see the court. Whatever it took to win as a team, that's what Tim did. Duncan also worked tirelessly at helping develop his teammates into all-star players, Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili as examples. And as he aged, Duncan regularly renegotiated his salary, taking less money so that the organization could pay for young talent. In his final year, he played for less than $1.9 million. While both men led their teams to 5 NBA championships, Bryant's cost to the organization was a lot more than his $323 million in total career earnings. Bryant earned $25 million in his final year with the Lakers, who won only 17 games the whole season. That year, Bryant's assists, a measure of how often a player passes to a teammate to score, dropped by half. The Lakers also missed the playoffs the last 3 seasons of Kobe's career. Duncan arguably generated a greater return on the $236 million the Spurs paid him throughout his career by creating a culture of excellence and attracting and retaining talent. Through Duncan's 20 years with the Spurs, they made the playoffs every year and continued to do so in his absence. The takeaway lesson for you to consider here this morning is this. Yes, you want to find superstars, but you want to find the right kind of superstar. One with the right type of leadership style. One that is right for you and for your organization. Teammates were always amazed how Duncan considered himself just one of the guys, never a superstar, even though his legacy is one of the greatest to have ever played the game. Duncan led by example, not mere words and not by charisma or force of personality. He led from within, from the trenches, putting his team first. As a result, his teammates grew. His teams won, and the culture of excellence that he led endured. Without diva drama and without all the off-court shenanigans. So, when you are considering who to recruit or who to promote, you'll see the flashy Bryants immediately. But I encourage you to look a little deeper to find the Duncans. The Duncans will lead you more consistently, with less drama and more profitability, to championship victories.